Going to compare the size of the new Wurkkos battery. It's a 300 milliamp hour 18650 battery, but new for them it's a USB-C rechargeable battery. This is their standard battery that they sell. You can get it along with their flashlights. As you can see, it's a noticeable difference with this USB-C charging mechanism that adds to the end of it. Works great in these smaller flashlights that don't have USB-C charging on them, like the new TS10 Max, where you can at least take it out, charge it on the go, and not have to worry about keeping a lot of extra batteries along with you. This is a pretty common cell size, this Samsung 30Q. It's a flat top battery, so it doesn't extend quite as far as these button tops do, but it gives you an idea of the sizing on them. I'm going to give you the measurements between them. They fluctuate a little bit with each battery, may fluctuate just 0.5 millimeter, but not a whole lot more. Both of these Wurkkos cells, whether you get the USB-C or the standard one, are 300 milliamp hours, and they seem to perform about the same. I haven't cycled them through enough to give a legitimate test on the actual hold milliamp hours that each one will hold, but they should be pretty similar. It shouldn't be any more than just the USB-C piece added to the end. But they are quite a bit longer, so you got to be careful what you can use them in. They usually only work a little better in flashlights like these that use a spring on both ends. If they don't have a spring on both ends, you're probably going to run into trouble with these being a little bit too long. Let me give you some links on them. The Samsung is a pretty common battery, and a lot of people use them in flashlights. With this one, you get a 64 millimeter length. It's about 64.85 is what their website claims, but when I've measured them, they're pretty accurate. Almost all of their Samsung cells you can count on being close to that 64.8 measurement. You sort of measure it at the 0. There's where you get your true measurement. With this USB-C, it jumps up from that 64.85 to with it you're getting a 71 is about what I'm getting with it. They claim around 70.7, give or take a little bit. So you're looking at around close to 71 with this versus a 65 equivalent. That's a pretty big difference. The original Wurkkos cell, with it you're getting about a 67 millimeter. So with this button top, it's a little bit longer. So you're looking at about 65, 67, 65, 67 millimeters, and all the way up to about 71 millimeters with this. So pretty big difference between the two. The voltages that can be used between them are about the same. I think both of these have a low cutoff at about 2.5 volts with it, and they all charge up to 4.2 volts when being charged fully. These cells, the new one has a couple LED lights on the top, so let me show you how that works. When you plug in any sort of power source, you can use a battery bank or just a wall charger, but when you first plug this in, it lights up all the lights with it. Sort of hard to tell. It'll show a flicker of green, and then it shows the red light, and the red light just shows that it's not fully charged. But once this becomes fully charged, these lights will turn green, that you know that it's at full capacity with it. But yeah, sort of hard to see, but you can see it. Just plug it in, leave it in till it turns green, and then you're good to go with it. You can check the voltage yourself with it with a meter. it's ideal to see if it's still holding that correct charge. But they seem to be working pretty good. I can't tell really any difference between the output strength of this battery and their standard battery. Get a little more light out of the Samsung cells with them when they're plugged in. It has a little better discharge rate and seems to pump out the light just a hair better, but less than 10% difference. These batteries seem to be working pretty good so far. I'm going to get some cycles through them and then test them later and see what kind of voltage they're really giving us, so and the milliamp hours, if it's true to nature. But just check back with me on that. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.